Hello, Mrs. Biggs, third grade math class. Today is Monday, March the 30th. We will be working on lesson 133, dividing by 10 and 11. You need to go ahead and get your paper out. We'll be working on page 217. So this is the paper that you should have, so make sure you have this and a pencil ready for your instruction. When Mrs. Biggs and I, we realized the Abeka videos weren't working. Thank you for your patience through all that. So your instructional videos will be coming straight from Mrs. Biggs. I will introduce what's going on today, and then Mrs. Biggs will come in and instruct you in just a moment. So what you're going to see is you're going to see in just a minute, both Miss Biggs and I are going to pop over on the right side of your screen. And then you're going to see black for a minute because I'm not going to have anything under the Elmo. I actually have the Elmo in my home. So Mrs. Biggs is going to be your teacher and your instructor, and I am going to be the one controlling your math sheet. So I will be the hand and writing. So be patient with us as I'm trying to follow her lead as well. So anyhow, that's how it's going to go. So right now, we're going to page 217 is what you need to have available and ready. And just remember day one, what we're requiring, we're giving you 2 days to complete an assignment, 1 day for instruction and class practice, and the second day to complete the back, which is the review and the homework side. If you choose to do it in 1 day, that's totally fine. No problem. We're just trying to give, everybody's got different capacities. Also, there will be a 2 o'clock Zoom meeting today to check lesson 132. So for those who want to Zoom and check, you do not have to Zoom and check. But if you want to Zoom and check your previous lesson, that will be at 2 o'clock. We will post up a Zoom invite to Google Classroom in just a bit. So be looking for that for whoever would like to come to that. Again, you can come to the check, or you can just submit your paper through Google Classroom, or you can scan and email it to Mrs. Biggs. So it's your choice. All right, so I'm gonna pass you on to Mrs. Biggs now and let her say hello. I know she's so excited to say hi to you. And I know that you're excited to see her sweet face. All right, just a minute.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm so excited to be here with you this morning. I have missed you so much, and I hope and pray that soon that we will be back together in the classroom and everything will be back to normal. Just keep praying, okay? Today we're going to do our lesson, dividing by 10 and 11. Okay, so have your paper ready, and we're doing the same thing as last time. Mrs. Biggs can't see it.
Oh no.
I can just see one little corner.
Very strange, Mrs. Biggs. Let's see if I can work with the screen really quick. Let's see if I can make it larger. Give us just a minute. I can see it on my side. We can't see it on Mrs. Biggs' side, and you probably can't see it. So give me just 1 minute to play, just a second, and we'll see if it pops back up. We're finding when we're recording, it doesn't like to pop up correctly. So we're trying to figure out why it's doing this. Let's see if this one works. Do you see it?
Okay, now it's fine.
Yay! Okay.
Okay, great job. All right, we're going to put our name on, first and last name. You get that on there, and Miss Cervantes is going to put her name on there. Good job, Miss Cervantes. And don't put Miss Cervantes down. You put your name down. And today's date is March 30th, 2020. Don't forget your comma, 2020. Okay, good job. All right, dividing by 10 and 11. 80 divided by 10 equals 8. Now, if you reverse that, 80 times 10 equals 80. Or 8 times 10 equals 80, right. Okay, so we're going to reverse it back and forth. Division and multiplication go hand in hand. All right, let's look at the next one. 88 divided by 11 equals 8. All right, now if we multiply 8 times 11, it equals 88. All right, when you're dividing, don't forget the larger number is on the left side. A lot of you forget to do that. All right, so 8 tens and 8 tens divided by 1 10 is 8 tens. Look at the little box of the mouse. All right, you need to memorize that, but I know you know it already. I know you memorized this already. 1 110 divided by 11. Okay? If you don't know it, let's multiply. What number times 11 is going to give you 110? The answer is 10. Okay, so 110 divided by 11 is 10. All right, let's look at the next one. 121 divided by 11 equals 11. So 11 times 11 is 121. It says to memorize this. I know you guys know this already. Most of you do anyway. All right, last one. 132 divided by 11 equals 12. So 12 times 11 equals 132. All right, if you haven't memorized it, you need to do that. All right, let's look at class practice for today. It says write the quotient. The quotient is the answer in a division problem. All right? All right, 10 divided, 70 divided by 10 equals, what number times 10 is going to give you 70? And the answer is 7. 7 times 10 is 70. So 70 divided by 10 equals 7. All right, let's go to B. 121 divided by 11 equals, let's think, what number, look at your little box, what number times 11 is going to give you 121? Okay, and the answer is 11. Okay, so 11 times 11 equals 121. All right, does everybody see how I'm doing the reverse? Does everybody understand, I hope? All right, if we're going too fast, let us know. All right, 77 divided by 11. What number times 11 is going to give you 77? And the answer is 7. 7 times 11 equals 77. All right, good job. Let's look at D. 100 divided by 10 equals, what number times 10 is going to give you 100? All right, we should know it. 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. 100 divided by 10 is 10. The next one, E. 120 divided by 10 equals, what number can you think of times 10 is going to give you 120? All right, the answer is 12. 12 times 10 is 120. 120 divided by 10 is 12. Last one for this side. 40 divided by 10 equals what? What number times 10 is going to give you 40? All right, the answer is 4. 4 times 10 equals 40. All right, I'm going to leave the last line, the last row for you guys to do. Okay, and I know you can do it. All right, let's go down to the story problems and solve these story problems. And we're going to, don't forget, we're going to bracket our information, underline a question, underline the clue word, and circle and bracket your circle and label your answer. All right, Mrs. Schmidt earns $75 per day at her job at Whitewater Christian Academy. She works 5 days per week. That means she works Monday to Friday, 5 days. All right, that is your information. How much does she earn in 6 weeks? Okay, how much does she earn in 6 weeks? Now, you know this is going to be a money problem, a money answer. So you're going to put a dollar sign and circle it and say what? In 6 weeks, she earns whatever the answer is. I'm not going to do it. Now, it's a 2-step story problem. So you're going to look at 75 per day, and she works 5 days per week. So 75 times 5 days, and you don't you're going to get the answer. I'm not going to give it to you. And remember, it's dollars and cents. Okay, now you have to go and do a second step. If she gets that much money 5 days per week, how much does she earn in 6 weeks? All right, so what number times 6 is going to give you the answer? Okay, and that's going to be in 6 weeks. That's how much she earns. And circle your answer, don't forget. All right, good job, Ms. Cervantes. All right, let's look at the next one. B, Alex ate 3/8 of butterscotch pie. Spencer ate the rest of the pie. Spencer ate a lot more than he did. Okay, so bracket our information. What's our question? How much did Spencer eat? So we want to know, how much did he eat? All right, how much? What is the total number? Look at your denominator. What is the total number of pieces altogether? We want one whole pie. So one whole pie minus what Alex ate will give you how much Spencer ate. And you're going to put your answer in a circle, and you're going to put Spencer ate, whatever it is. Don't forget your fraction, if that's going to be a fraction. All right. Okay, don't forget, circle your answer. All right, let's look at the next section. Divide and write the remainder as a fraction. Remember, the remainder is the numerator and the divisor is the denominator. Remainder is the numerator and the denominator is the divisor. You can remember that like DD, divisor, denominator. All right? Okay, let's look at the first one. How many 4s are in 27? What times 4 comes close to 27? And the answer is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Draw your line and subtract. 7 take away 4 is 3. Now 3 is your remainder. Your remainder is the numerator, and your divisor is 4 is the denominator. Divisor, denominator. All right, 6 3/4 is your answer. Let's look at B. How many 5s are in 37? Okay, the answer is 7, because 7 times 5 is 35. Remember, you can't go over the dividend, the number under the little bridge. You can't go over that because you have to subtract. So 37 minus 35, and then you go to 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 is your numerator. 5 is your denominator. Your answer is 7 2/5. Okay? All right, next one. How many 8s are in 57? About how many times does 8 go into 57? It's 7. 7 times 8 is 56. You're going to draw your line and subtract. All right, 7 take away 6 is 1. 1 is your numerator, and 8 is your denominator. Your answer is 7 1/8. Okay, I'm going to leave the next 3 for you to do when we get off. Okay, so you're responsible for the story problem so far, and the rest of the ones that we're not doing. Number 4, find the fractional part of a whole number. Write the remainder as a fraction. So you're going to have a mixed number. You're going to have a whole number and a fraction. Does everybody understand? We're going to take 1/2 of 13. That means we're going to divide 2 into 13. So what is 13 divided by 2? 13 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Draw your line and subtract. 3 take away 2 is 1. Your answer is 6 1/2. 1 is your remainder. 2 is your divisor, or your denominator. All right, next one. 1/3 of 22. So you're going to divide 22 by 3. All right, how many 3s are in 22? About 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 22 subtracted 22 minus 21 is 2 take away 1 is 1. Your remainder is 1, so that's your numerator, and your divisor is 3, so your answer is 7 1/3. Okay, you're going to do the last one on your own. You can do this. All right. Roman numerals. Everybody remember the little video we watched on Wednesday? Write the Roman numerals for the Arabic numerals below. Remember, the Arabic numbers are the numbers that we normally write, the digits we normally write. Roman numerals are letters. Okay, remember we have 1 or I for the 1, and D is 5, and 10 is X, and let's see, 50 is, let's do, yeah, 50 is L, 100 is C. All right, let's get a little bit more practice down here. All right, so 100 equals what? 100 in Roman numerals is C. Okay, C, centi, C. All right, 16. Now you have to add, you're going to add here. So you're going to add a 10, which is X, plus 6. 6 is what? VI. Okay, the next one, 40. Now we can't put X, 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 X for 40 because we can only repeat the letters 3 times. We can only repeat the letters 3 times, and we can't ever repeat B, and we can't ever subtract B. All right, so we need 40. So what is the bigger number you know? 50. L is 50. Now we want to subtract what from L? 10. So we have to put that in front of the L, and we're going to subtract. 10 minus 50 is 40. And everybody should know what 1,000 is. 1,000 is M. Remember, M is 1,000. And kilo is 1,000. 1,000. All right, let's look at 10, E. 10, everybody can do 10, is X, right? Okay, and I'm going to leave the other 3 for you to do because I know you can do those. All right? All right, let's look on the back for tomorrow's lesson. Okay, this is not due until Wednesday. You can, if you want to do it today, you can have time to do it today, that's fine. Okay, but we're going to have it due on Wednesday. All right, divide and check. That means don't forget to check. Do it on scrap paper if you have to, and just put your answer there. You have to check. I need to see all your work. All right, number 7, solve and check for N. What do you know up there that you can do? Remember what you do parentheses first, remember? So 18 plus 3 is 21. And then divide it by 7 and get your answer on the right-hand side first. Okay, and then you can go from there. I'm not going to give you any more information. You're going to do it all yourself. I need to see all your work. Okay, number 8 is real easy. You're just going to put the time down. Remember, the small hand is the hour, so what's it pointing to here? It's pointing to what? It's right in between the 3 and the 4. So we're coming off 3 and going to 4. So it's 3 something. All right, don't forget, you know how to tell time. This is awesome. All right, let's look at the next one. Number 9, follow the signs. Circle your answers, your final answer in your fractions. So A, B, and H are fraction answers, and you're going to circle them with your final fraction answer. All right, A, B, and H. All right, let's look at the homework, and you have a lot of practice there. You're going to be multiplying and dividing, and you're going to find 1/4 of 30, 1/4 of 16, 1/10 of 30, 1/4 of 16, and 1/8 of 32. You're on your own here, okay, because I'm going to be grading this. All right. That's the lesson for today, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Mrs. Cervantes. And we look forward to seeing you and getting your homework done when you get a chance. You have 2 days to do it, don't forget. So on Wednesday, we'll check it. Okay, I love you all and hope you all have a good day. Love you, bye-bye.
Okay, guys, we hope that you enjoyed just seeing Mrs. Biggs's sweet face, hearing her voice. Now, we just want to let you know also that we know during this time you could get stuck and you don't have Miss Biggs at home with you. So if you get stuck and you need to talk to Mrs. Biggs, maybe it's something you can't seem to sort out or figure out, your parents may call her, text her, or set up a FaceTime. Her phone number is 512-554-3509, Please only call her, have your parent call her before connecting,
Great.
because she does want to make sure that we're not calling just to be silly or say hi, even though she loves you. You can totally email her or send her a little message, but she has a lot of students. So if you need help, she wants to make sure that that's what you're calling for. So this phone number is to be given to your parents if needed. You can also email Mrs. Biggs. You can email me if you're having a hard time, or and you can't get a hold of Mrs. Biggs, or maybe she's busy at the time. You can try reaching out to me as well. In the future, hopefully you'll be able to grab some Zoom meetings if needed for some other options. But we hope that you enjoyed the lesson. Remember, Mrs. Biggs said this is due on Wednesday. You can send it to Google Docs, email, and
This is Cervantes. Can I add something?
go ahead. They can't see you, but they can hear you.
Make sure that you have your, when you submit your paper, it's upright and not sideways, because I can't grade it if it's sideways.
Very good. Making sure the paper's upright when you submit it. You may take the picture and may have to turn it before you submit it, because it's kind of hard to grade off of a computer, and it's really hard when it's sideways. So if you could do that for her, it'd be awesome. So we look forward to our next lesson on Wednesday, and we hope that this was helpful. You guys have a great day and a great week.
Bye-bye.